Ciao Juventini, welcome back to the All Juve Cast channel where of course it's all Juve all the time. I'm Alberto, you know the drill. I've got all the latest news this morning surrounding Juventus. We're going to take a look at the Mercato Madness as that continues and we get more and more reports about potential targets and potential options for Juventus and which ways they could move, both incoming and outgoing. And then we're going to take a look at the World Cup action, and Juventus unfortunately has one of their players on national duty that has suffered a setback, so we're going to get into that as well. So let's get into it. Alright, Juventini, friendly reminder to like the video and of course subscribe to the channel, alright? And do not forget that tomorrow morning we will be live at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to tackle the week in news surrounding Juventus and take a look at World Cup action and have fun with our Ride or Die challenge, alright? Now let's get to the news. So, Frimpong has emerged as a very strong target for Juventus at right back, okay? So the Leverkusen right back will be available, but somewhere around 30 million euros. So a pretty hefty price tag from Leverkusen, but Frimpong, who Omer of our team is high on and it wants him in a Juventus. Don't look for anything happening in January, but in the summer, Frimpong has emerged as one of the main names Juventus would like to add to this team, all right? Now, at goalkeeper, we've been hearing a lot about Vecchia. Carnesecchi was mentioned as well about a month and a half ago and whatnot, and today, Nicola Schira actually reports that Carnesecchi is the main name at target for goalkeeper as Juventus looks beyond Wojciech Szczesny, all right? So Carnesecchi, according to Nicola Schira today, is the main name at goalkeeper, okay? Now, as far as Iling Jr. goes, it is all being reported that Juve wants to keep him. They're having a contract extension put forth, but that is not going to stop Frankfurt from coming in January and offering Iling Jr. a contract, okay? So it's going to be very, very interesting. Frankfurt is going to try and lure the player, and they're going to try to make a deal with Juventus, but as far as I've heard, everything that I can see leads to Juventus wanting to extend Iling Jr., but it's not going to stop Frankfurt from trying. So that's the latest on Iling Jr. Lazio not willing to work with Juventus whatsoever on Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. That is the latest reports today, and this should come to no surprise to anybody. We've laid it out pretty good on this channel about this whole deal and this whole Sergei Milinkovic-Savic thing, and there's only one way that's going to happen, and that's with the players' will. And to be honest, I don't really expect anything. And the price tags that are being thrown out there, I personally don't think I'd spend that much on Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, but that's a discussion for tomorrow's live chat. Then we get to Spezia, Sampdoria, and Empoli all in on Sule, trying to get that loan deal done in January. Those are the three teams vying for the loan of Sule, all right? And we've spoken a bit about that, and that's going to do nothing but benefit Sule, as it's just too tough to fit him into our squad right now, all right? Luca Pellegrini is set to return to Juventus at season's end. So far, it hasn't been going his way at Frankfurt, and the reports coming out of there are that he should be sent back at season's end, so look for Luca Pellegrini to return to Juventus. Singo, a lot of discussions about Singo. Don't look for anything happening for Singo in January. Number one, the main thing is Juventus has no non-European slots available to even make that deal, but Singo could become available in the summer. Torino doesn't even look to move him in January regardless. So Singo, look for the summer. Moise Kean has won Serie A Player of the Month for November, and that is a huge credit to him. It started off with cameos and then ended up being his starting performances, obviously in the wake of a Vlahovic injury and whatnot, but big credit to Moise Kean, because that is a massive turnaround for the discussions that we were having based on his performance. Let's see if he can keep it up until season's end. We know what's there for Juventus and Moise Kean. There is an obligation to purchase and whatnot. The price tag still may be very hefty regardless of his performances, but let's see if he can carry this on. But that was a big month for Moise Kean, and look forward to 2023 for him. Congratulations, Moise Kean. And last, certainly not least, obviously we take a look at World Cup action and we take a look at Juventus players there, and Danilo has suffered an injury. The earliest report right now, and we haven't got further details, and we are of course going to keep tabs on it, so stay tuned with us on our Twitter page. But Danilo is out for the remainder of the group stages for Brazil, according to the early initial reports. And again, no more details other than that, unfortunately. But Danilo right now stands to miss the rest of the group stage games for Brazil. Obviously, we hope that the details that surface from that show that it's nothing severe and whatnot, and that he can recoup from this amongst the tournament. And then he's been a crucial part of Juve's season so far, and the only player that was in for every single minute of our last stretch wrapping up going into the World Cup, where we saw 6 clean sheets put in there. He was the only player that played every single minute of that stretch. So massive blow to Juve. Hopefully things end up well, but he is out for the group stage games remaining. As far as the rest of the World Cup action goes, McKennie's USA is set to face England today in a big matchup, and we will see if McKennie takes the match and starts it. He should. Again, though, his first performance was pretty low in terms of the numbers and whatnot, and I'm sure he wants to improve off that one, and we will get a chance to see at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when USA faces England. That's your news break today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, you know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, but more importantly, drop all your comments, questions, thoughts, opinions on all the news you heard today in the comment section of this video. And do not forget to join us live tomorrow, where we're going to have a lot of fun tackling the weekend news, looking at World Cup, having some World Cup discussions, and following our AJC Ride or Die Challenge. How are your team members doing in that challenge, the ones you selected? Are you feeling confident in winning that kit? Let's see, and let's mix it up tomorrow morning. Fino alla fine, forza Juve, ciao tutti.